Hey there, this is Chad Garber, and in this video I'm going to show you how to play Hosanna by Hillsong on guitar. So if you like this video and others like it, please give me a like and subscribe to see more of these. Alright, let's get into this. First part. Now, the first part, there's a couple different ways you can play it, and I'll explain in a second, but here's the general idea. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm taking my pointer finger and I'm putting it over D9, G9, B9, and E9. And then I'm taking my ring finger and I'm putting it on D11. That's the chord. And that's actually that's the shape of both the first chord and the second chord. So then you're going to do the same thing starting on the 4th fret of those same strings. You'll be putting your pointer finger on D4, G4, B4, and E4, and then you put your ring finger on 6D or D6. So here's the tricky part. So you're going to do an arpeggio where you're going to go. You just pick down. What I do is I pick down twice, down, and then I pick up on the G, and then you pick down again on D11. And so one way to do this is to use your pinky and hammer on G11. And then you pick up on B9 again. And this is what I've learned recently. Not only that, but then it goes. So once you get to the B9, then you pick down again on G9. I used to think it just went. But after listening to some other lessons and listening to the song again, I figured out he does do this. Now, I will say this, though. If you're playing in a band, I don't think it'll matter if you don't want to do this part. Actually, when I play it, I don't even do that part. I just go. Because you don't really hear it. But if you want to be technical. Okay, so then you do that exact same shape and you go down to where I said a second ago where your pointer finger is on D4, G4, B4, and E4, and your ring finger is on D6. Same exact picking pattern. And then what I do is I take my ring finger and put it on D7, my middle finger on G6, and my pointer finger on B5. It just goes pick down, up on the G, G, pick up on the B. So once you get to the B5, you pick down on D7 again. Then you go back to B5, picking up, and then pick another up on G6. So from here, you go back down to that exact same chord. Back down to that same kind of chord, and the same picking exactly, so it's... Repeat the whole thing again. When you hit to this part, when your pointer finger's on B5 and your middle finger's on G6 and your ring finger's on D7, you also put your pinky on E7. So you go. way at first, down, down, up, and then back down to the D7. This time you hit the E7, picking up. And you pick up again on B5. And then you slide the whole thing up 2 frets. Just skip a fret, slide up 2 frets. And then you do the same exact thing on the when you're up there. So. I put my finger lightly over the 13th bar. I hit that. And then I do this again. So the whole thing is. So I want to say this. It took me forever to get this down. For the longest time, I would pick these notes and they wouldn't ring out because my fingers were so fat. At least that's what I thought. Because it is a little bit challenging to keep them all ringing and use your pinky there. What I figured out, what I did that made it easier, is I went and did the exact same thing. But instead of using my pinky on the next part, I just used my ring finger. So I went. So I used my ring finger to hit that G11, hammer on the G11. And I just removed it. So other than going, I went. And I still almost kind of prefer that. Because your pinky is not going to get in the way. There's no fingers that are going to get in the way. I do like it. You can do that with those same exact chords. So that's if you have trouble. Like some people can do it, seemingly can do it without any kind of hindrance at all. But that's what happened with me. I go, I wouldn't hit it quite right or whatever. But anyway, the funny thing is, once I started doing it this way, once I started doing it that way, I was able to do it with the pinky too, so it kind of fixed it for some reason. But anyway, so that's just an alternate way to play it. So the next part is. This is going on when they're singing. And there's different versions of this song, and so some of the versions that don't have this part, but there are some versions that do have this part. It's like the first time they go into Hosanna. Hosanna. So what I'm doing there is I have my middle finger on G4, and then I'm picking down, and then I pick down on the open B, and I pick up on the open E, and I pick up on the open B. And I repeat. After he does that for a while, he eventually does this. What that is pick down on the open B, and then pick up on the open E. You do it in this pattern, in this tempo. Okay, so that's the next part. The next part, you come in with the verses. When he comes back into the verse, sometimes he'll do this part. And all that is, it's the same chord up here. You can do it up here too. And actually, just do it that way. So it's the same chord I taught you earlier. All you're doing is go 1, 2, 3, down, down. So down, down, up. Repeated. And then you take your pinky and put it on the B12. And then remove your pinky and put your middle finger on B10. To see, the whole time he's doing this thing. Then you go back to that. He just does that sometimes. And then he goes back to the same chord. Dun, 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 dun. Just do that. You go. Dun, and then you go down to that same chord shape, going down where your pointer fingers on D2, G2, B2, and E2. And your ring fingers on D4. Then what I do is I take my middle finger, put it over the D4, G4, B4, and E4. Actually, I don't even hit the E, but I just do it. Don't have to worry about the E. Pick up on B4, G4, and pick down on D4. So the whole part is. That again. Goes back to the second chord again. This time he goes. It's just down, down, up, down, down, up. So it goes back down there. So you end that phrase. Pick up on the B2. Pick up on the G2. Down on the D4. Alright, and then it goes back and doing this. You're going to do a bunch of bar chords. What a bar chord is. I'm just doing neutral bar chords. I'm not doing major or minor. I'm just doing neutral. So it's a G sharp bar chord, or A bar chord. Again, I'm doing neutral. I'm not doing minor or major. And then the B bar chord, and then the C sharp bar chord. Back to A, and back to C sharp. So it's same thing again, repeats it. G sharp, G sharp bar chord, A bar chord, B bar chord, C sharp bar chord, A, and then you go back to the B. Into the solo. So that whole part is. Okay, so then he goes to this part. And all that is you're doing octaves. So you start off your pointer finger on 14A and your pinky on G16. So A14 and G16. And just hit the octaves. It's those two strings. Mute the other ones. And you slide down to where your pointer finger is on A11 and your pinky is on G13. And slide that down 2 more frets. Where your pointer finger is on A9 and your pinky is on G11. And then repeat. Then you go to where your pointer finger is on A12 and your ring finger is on G14. I'm sorry, your pinky is on G14 or whatever finger you're using. Then it goes down to where I'll tell you where the pointer finger is, and the pinky follows you along. Then you go to your pointer finger is on A11, A9, and then A7, and A6. Back up. And then it goes weirdly. It's kind of cool, actually. And all that is I use my ring finger to hit E11 and my middle finger to hit B10. I pick up on the E and I pick down on the B. 1, 2, 3. And then you hit that fourth. You hit the E11 the fourth time. Slide it up to the E12, and then end it with the E14. So. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or something like that. The whole part is. Part is the bridge, which is now that is A bar chord, B F sharp bar chord. Oops, sorry, E. I'm sorry. So A bar chord, B bar chord, E bar chord. Sharp bar chord. And it repeats. A, B, stops in the B, does this. So, or something like this. This is not exactly what it does, but it's something very similar. All that is, I got my pointer finger over G9, B9, and E9. And I pick down, down, up. I'll pick up again on the B, going back down. And I'll pick down on the G. Then I'll take my ring finger and I pick up on the E11. And then pick up again on the B and down again on the G. And then I do the same thing, take my finger off again. And that is it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe and like the video, and also share this with anybody you know that is wanting to learn this song. Thank you so much, and have a great day.